You want to see my seeds? Come on. Welcome back. This is part 2 of checking out my seed stash and what I'm growing in 2022, and this is the veggie seeds. So again, a very full box. It's probably more full than my flower seed box. These seeds tend to be bigger than flower seeds. That's my excuse. And kind of true, except for now I'm looking at the cabbage and kale. Yeah, there's the small seeds. Anyways, well, let's start off with the beans. Those are big seeds. So I absolutely love the Dragon's Tongue bush bean from Baker Creek. And oh gosh, just like lightly sauteed in butter. They do cook up really quickly. So don't cook them too long because they will get mushy, but I absolutely love these. And they're just beautiful. They're so fun. These make them look a little bit more yellow. They're more white to me in person when I've grown them. They're definitely better when you pick them young. Delicious, delicious. So, oh, this whole box is Dragon Tongue bush bean. They're big, big seeds. But yes, I will be growing quite a few of those. This box is pretty full too, but these are the rest of my beans. These are a bush bean. I am not gonna be able to say this name, but it's like a yellow wax bean. So yeah, those beans. Nope, not gonna, nope. So I have 2 packets of those. This is something I'm trying for the first time. This is a long bean, the Taiwan yard long bean. I'm excited to try those because last year I grew these and loved them as well. So they're different than like a normal green bean. So when I tried them raw and was like, oh no, that's gross, disgusting. I was quite disappointed because I grew like a whole trellis full of them. I was like, oh, this is such a waste. But then I decided to saute them because I read about them. I was like, well, what are you supposed to do with them? So you saute them in a stir fry. And let me tell you what, they are so much better than green beans in a saute. Like, they're still crisp. The flavor is better, but they taste exactly like a green bean, but better somehow. I absolutely love these sauteed. I did not try them steamed. You could, but also super prolific. Plus you get such a large bean, like it's a lot of bean. Love those cooked, not uncooked. And that's it for the beans. So these 2 are pole beans and the rest are bush beans. I did keep it fairly simple on the veggie end. I have a lot, I just kept it simple in some ways. Now the beets, I have a bunch of different varieties of beets. Some of them I've grown, some of them I haven't. This is the Crosby's Egyptian. So it's more flat, definitely very red inside. This is the Ruby Queen. I think it's a little bit, this more compact. So I think it's a smaller beet, but still quite nice dark red. Then this one I love, Bull's Blood. Yep, gotta love it. And then this Detroit dark red. So that is my red beets, just red. I have more. So for interest, also, and I grew these last year, Chioggia Bassano? I don't know, but when you cut them open, they're so cool to look at, and they were delicious. 2 packets, and then 2 packets of golden beets. So my plan is to do bunches of beets that have all the colors in them, not just each beet color. So it's one bunch of like one of each color. I don't know, an idea. Broccoli and cauliflower. I'm gonna try them both in the spring, but I don't, we'll see how they go in the spring. I should be able to get them started early enough here in the house to get them out nice and early, and then have them right probably at the end of May, June. But last year, May and June were super hot. It was 100 degrees and didn't rain all of June last year, which was a little bit on the extreme end, not totally normal, but these will not do well if that's the case again. So hopefully I'll have them done before then. So cauliflower, I chose the amazing cauliflower. And then this is the DCCO broccoli, DCCO OG, yep, broccoli from Johnny's. I've heard that people really love these. And I was gonna look this up. I'm pretty sure this is an heirloom. I'm trying to grow all heirloom vegetables, and I'm pretty sure the DCCO was also an heirloom. Something to look up. And then the Waltham broccoli. I've grown this, love it. Just a good grower. There's 2 packets of that. And then I will do also a fall planting of those that should be much more successful. And carrots. So along with the beets, carrots, I'm doing different colors. Well, I'm gonna grow these and have these bunched by themselves, but also mixed in with my mixed color of carrots. This is a coral carrot. They're delicious, they grow well. I have a lot of those. And then I have a bunch of packets of this. This is the Amarillo carrot. So these will be my bunches that have multiple colors in them. So Amarillo, a lunar white, and then also, the last one, cosmic purple. So these will be my mixed color bunches of carrots. Should be delicious. Oh boy, that's right, I have to kind of move the seeds around to be able to get them to actually fit and close because I have a lot of seeds. Corn. Now I showed you downstairs in the first video, I have 3 packets of sweet corn to do, you know, a field of sweet corn, and I'm going to succession plant that so I have it all summer. But I'm growing more types of corn as well. Popcorn. I'm super excited to grow popcorn. This is the mini blue popcorn. This is Dakota Black. Gotta have Dakota Black in South Dakota. And then these are really small, but you know, fun color. Strawberry popcorn. And then I'm also doing some decorative corn for when I have the pumpkins available. So I've got Painted Mountain. And then I absolutely love glass gem corn. So I have a couple packets of those. I won't have a ton of these popcorn and decorative corn, but enough to have fun with and enjoy. You know, it's a business, but I think people will be excited to have that too, like enjoy it. Plus, if I don't enjoy it, what would be the point of me doing it? So anyways, some things for me / others. This is my, well, I have kale, spinach, and cabbage in here according to my label. I saw this cabbage and it looked amazing and beautiful. So it's the Villaggio de Verona. And then a Red Express, which grows really well. I've done this one before. It's great. And this is the Glory of Enkhuizen. I don't know. I've grown it before. It's also a great grower. And then I really like Napa Cabbage, and so does my mother-in-law. So I have 2 different types. I got Golden Beauty and the Chinese cabbage, the Hilton. I've grown this one before. This will be new, but I mean, it's just a different color. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit more curly at the top. I love Chinese cabbage, so that'll be delicious. Okay, so for spinach, I'm keeping it pretty normal. Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. This is gonna be spring only. Oh, cabbage, I'm going to try some in the spring, mostly the Chinese cabbage. And the Chinese cabbage, I can plant out pretty early as well, so I should be able to have it before summer. But I also noticed that this summer my Chinese cabbage did pretty well in the heat. I was impressed. One of them bolted, but like 4 of them were absolutely fine in the heat, so that's good to know. Spinach is just gonna be spring. I might have space and time in the fall. We'll see with my successions. And then I got a bunch of kale. So I don't plan to do a ton of space for kale, but I really like kale. So I'll try to sell it. We'll see if I can sell it. So I have scarlet, which I've grown and love. Dazzling blue, which I've never grown, but I think I'll really like it. And then red, Russian red, Ragged Jack, another one I love. Blue curled, I love. And then the Nero de Toscana, or like some people call it like a dinosaur kale. I really like this for making into like kale chips. It's good. I've done other things with it too, but I like it. Yeah. Yes, those were all my small seeds. Oh, nope, I lie. Here's the lettuce and chard. Lettuce seeds are very small. So I really like romaine head lettuce. I really like that crunch of, you know, watery lettuce. I like a lot of lettuce, but I really like romaine heads of lettuce. So I found through Peaceful Valley, Jericho. Yeah, it's just called Jericho. So what did they say? I was reading that this was like, oh, there was a better description on their website. But anyways, it was like, oh, it says, this is the child of the Israeli desert, is a silky romaine that will brighten your salad bowl and sandwiches, resistant to heat stress, tip burn, and mosaic virus. So that's one reason I was like, I'm gonna need that. So we get hot and dry here, so I think this Jericho romaine will do really well. Yuletide, or I can never say it right. I always mix up the letters. Yedicule lettuce. I like it. I don't know how to say this, but I like it a lot. No. I don't know. A bunch of that. I love the speckled, buttery, delicious. And then I have May Queen. And then Lunix. And most of my veggie seeds are from Baker Creek. Henderson's Black Seeded Simpson. I know that'll do well. And then I grew this last year because Jess from Roots and Refuge loved it, and I grew it, and I absolutely love it too. And it did really well in the heat as well. Harvested fairly early. It was crisp and buttery and delicious, and I love the colors. The colors are awesome. And then I got Swiss chard, and that's the 5-color silver beet. The chard did really well here in the heat too. I was quite surprised. And then of course it also lasted, well, we had a really late frost. Like it was November before it got cold here, which is just strange. Like end of September, you definitely should be getting a frost. It was strange. It's very interesting. Our first year here was very different weather than normal, but yes, these did very well in the heat and the cold last year. So definitely gonna grow those again. I'm excited about this. So when we lived in Washington, you know, like all of my life until last year, the summers are nice and dry in Western Washington, but it's not quite hot enough for melons. I love melons. I think they're super fun, and I can actually grow them here. And I grew them last year, and they were way overly prolific. I was like leaving them on neighbors' doorsteps, like, please take these. My chickens got some, the turkeys got some. They were super prolific. So I'm excited to grow them again this year. The Minnesota Minnesota Midget Muskmelon. Did really well last year. This is Prairie Road organic seed. What else did I buy from them? I can't remember at the moment, but everything I bought from them was fantastic. Excuse me. So, again, a Roots and Refuge favorite that I'm going to try. I've never actually tried it, but apparently it's the bee's knees. So the Kajari melon. Since I can actually grow melons, I'll try it. The white Lansau, which is basically a honeydew. Haven't tried it. Excited to try it. Petite Grey de... Yeah, I'll let you try to pronounce that. So it's a cantaloupe, basically. And then these grew super fantastic last year. They're super sweet. Fairly low on the seeds. I'm not gonna grow any hybrid seedless. They don't have any flavor. There's no point. Everybody else can grow those. I'll grow the good stuff. So the Blacktail Mountain, fantastic. Love it. And actually this one, I almost got this one to grow in Washington. It was like so close to ripe, but not quite. And then a big one. So this is the Stone Mountain. Haven't tried it yet. Excited to try it. And then just for fun, the Silver Yamato. It says extremely high quality texture and complex sweet flavor have made the Silver Yamato an instant classic. Early to mature, so that'll be nice. I am gonna do some successions of the melons. I think mostly those are gonna be available at my farm stand. I am gonna take some to market, but the sweet corn, pumpkins, and the melons are gonna be my main 3 things at my farm stand here at the farm. Super excited about melons. All right, so moving on to onions and herbs. All right, I'm gonna try these. I haven't tried these before, but this is the Renee's Garden Long Keeping Onions Rainbow Trio. I actually really need to start these like ASAP, but I am also going to do some successions of my onions. So I have a bunch. I'm gonna try a bunch. Last year where I planted them, my onions did not get enough sun. We got here too late for me to start seed, but I tried anyways. My green onions were fantastic. I did get some small onions, but I'm gonna try a bunch of things this year and see what works best. So this is a New York Early, and it's a yellow onion from Johnny's. And then this is a Texas Early Grano, Baker Creek. And then this is a yellow sweet Spanish. I really like yellow onions. Red burgundy onion. I did some of these last year, and I did get some small ones out of it, but like I said, started them so late. And these were cute. I thought I'd try these. Red of Florence. They look like they could be yummy and useful for like salads and whatnot. I'm doing a bunch of green onions. A bunch of green bunching onions. Sorry. So green bunching onions as well, and I'm gonna do successions of those. All right, so herbs, I'm not gonna do a whole ton of herbs, but I am gonna do some. So I picked up some Genovese basil, which, gotta love it. And then cilantro, so I haven't gotten to the tomatoes and peppers yet, but I will have tomatoes and peppers, so I will be doing like a salsa pack with peppers, cilantro, tomatoes, and onion. So cilantro, and then some dill. I haven't gotten to the cucumbers either yet. So I have eating cucumbers and pickling cucumbers, so I figured if I have pickling cucumbers, I should sell some dill. And I also have some parsley. That's actually plenty of seed. I'm not gonna grow a bunch, but I'll have this all season too. So this is Dark Moss Curled, and it's American seed. It grew fantastic last year. I may have to cover it though. I kind of sacrificed my parsley to the butterfly caterpillars last year, and they were so fun to see. And we have a bunch of cocoons around it, so that's exciting. I've never had this many butterflies in my yard before. This South Dakota place is pretty awesome. There's like an insane amount of bug diversity. Well, blessing and a curse. I also had cucumber beetles and all the types of grasshoppers and crickets. The crickets really didn't seem to be a bother to my plants, but the grasshoppers definitely were. So cucumber beetles and grasshoppers, I'm gonna have to fight them. And then I did have some squash bugs last year, but honestly the squash bugs weren't nearly as bad as the cucumber beetles. The cucumber beetles were taking stuff out like right and left. So I've invested in, what's it called? Like bug netting, row cover bug netting. Probably gonna have to use it. Oh, and this is leftover. Let's see here. Elidia? I probably won't use it, but it's, whoops, I can say there. Osborne Quality Seed Herb Basil. All right, so a bunch in there. And I found last year that even if my onions had done well, I didn't grow enough even for me to store. So I'm growing a ton of onions this year to sell and also for me to store. So peas. My pea season will be very short. I might be able to grow some in the fall, but I'll definitely be able to grow some in the spring, but it'll be short. So I have, again, giant seeds. So I have two different types in 2 different boxes because they're so big. So this is the Mammoth Melting Sugar Pea. Those look delicious. I have not grown peas from Baker Creek before, but that's where I was buying most of my seeds, so I bought them from there. I'm sure they'll be fantastic. I'll tell you which one I like better. And this is the Karubi Dame. No, we won't try. Yeah, so some of the largest snow pea pods we've ever seen. Also something that I had wanted to grow more of last year, but again, I planted my peas way too late and it got too hot, too quick for them. I love having them frozen and to be able to put them in stir fry, so I'll be saving a bunch of those for myself this year too. Radishes. Again, like the beets and the carrots, I'm gonna do color packs. So this is the Easter basket mix, but like the carrots, I'm also going to do just a French breakfast radish by itself. So these will be in bunches and these will be in bunches. So they can have normal looking breakfast radishes or the fun stuff. All right, summer squash and cucumbers. I think cucumbers are first. I am definitely going to grow some cucamelons. These are my gardener, and they were great last year. So he calls them the Mexican sour gherkin, the cucamelon. And then Baker Creek, oh, they call them the Mexican sour gherkin as well, but I'm just gonna grow some of those for eating, you know, just snacks and stuff. And I'll see if people want to buy some. I absolutely love these. Again, it's a large cucumber and it kind of, yeah, well, you can see it's kind of shaped like that. When this is picked young and you cut it, it comes out looking like a little flower. It's so cute. And the seeds are small and it's delicious, delicious. Very, very prolific. I kind of got sick of them last year, honestly. Like I had too many again. But I love these. These are delicious. So this is the striped Armenian cucumber from Peaceful Valley. And I got a Market More, Baker Creek, the Chicago Pickling, Ancash Market. I'm excited to try these. These look like they could be pretty tasty. Again, those are eating cucumbers. And then these are a hybrid, but they've been really great. I really like making pickles. So I will grow these for Pickling Cucumbers from Osborne Quality Seed. And these are the Expedition. They, again, like way overly productive, fantastic for that. It is not an heirloom, it is a hybrid. Delicious though. Okay, another one from Peaceful Valley that I absolutely love. So I bought a bunch of it. What's this called? This is the Cocozel Summer Squash. It's a zucchini. I love it. Love, 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 love. The skin is nice and soft, but it's firm on the inside and the seeds aren't too big. Love this one. Baker Creek, these are also delicious. Good standard Black Beauty zucchini. And I've never tried these. I'm excited to try them. So a lemon squash, summer squash. Also never tried these. I usually grow just like a regular yellow crookneck, but I wanted to try these. They look more white, creamy. Rugosa frivulana, but they're really cool looking. So try them. Where's the story with these two? Common in northeastern Italy. Light yellow fruit is fantastically warded even when very young. Fun. And then a white scallop. Delicious. So excited for those. I always get sick of summer squash by the end of the season too. And about now, I'm like, oh, I need some summer squash and some cucumbers, and buy them from the store, and I'm sorely disappointed. But at least I get some. Okay, so eggplants. These are again from Peaceful Valley. I am not planting a ton of eggplant, but I really like how they look. I don't personally love them, but I really like how they look, and I think they'll bring interest to my farm stand. So I'm gonna grow like 2 plants of each maybe. So Black Beauty eggplant. This is the purple long. And then these Louisiana green. I grew these last year and all of them were super prolific. And this is a calope. It's an F1, but it's an Asian eggplant and it's like white. I think it's white with purple stripes, or is it purple with white stripes? I can't remember, but it's striped. It's pretty and fun. And then this actually, I put these with my eggplants because they are eggplants, but I'm growing these for bouquets. So I'm gonna start these way later. These are pumpkin on a stick eggplants. And I'm excited to put them in bouquets. So maybe I'll try them for eating, but that's not what I bought them for. Okay, and this is my absolute favorite red sweet pepper, the Sweet Marconi Red. So I'm excited to grow those again and show them to people. Haven't tried these yet, but they're fun. Albino bullnose pepper. California Wonder. Probably keep these as a green pepper. I might try some as a red pepper. And I haven't tried these yet, but it's an orange bell pepper. And this is an Islander F1. Again, it's a hybrid, but it's purple. I love purple, so. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Want to hang out for a minute? Okay. And then King of the North peppers. These are my favorite green peppers. Yep, they grow very well here. I was also overrun with peppers last year, so growing them so I can actually sell them this year. And then Paprika Pepper. I wanted to grow these for me, but I figured I'll sell some as well. And then also, I have a little obsession with jalapenos. This is the Tam jalapeno. It's a little bit less spicy. It grew insanely well. And this is the Craig's Grande jalapeno. So this is definitely a hot jalapeno, but big. I like making jalapeno poppers on our smoker. Smoked jalapeno poppers. That's where it's at. So I usually grow a ton more peppers, spicy, not really any other sweet peppers, but I usually grow a bunch of other hot peppers, and I'm kind of overdone on the hot peppers since last year I had so many. Got some food in your mouth? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good snacks. And then also, so same with tomatoes. Surprisingly, I kind of pared it down. I have an insane amount of variety of tomatoes. There was definitely some last year that I grew that I'd never grown before that I didn't like, and I can't remember what they were. I left them in my personal box of seeds. And then I haven't tried this one, but I think it's really pretty. It's called the Sunrise Bumblebee, and I think that'll be delicious. It's a little cherry tomato. Yep, cherries, oblong cherries. And then this is a large barred boar. I haven't tried them yet, but I think they're gonna be delicious. Put that down. One of my all-time favorites, Paul Roberson, which grew really well last year. If everything goes well, I'll have the high tunnel to grow them in this year, which I think they need a little bit more shade. The plants weren't super happy last year, and I'm not completely convinced why. Their leaves were curling under. They weren't dried out. I was watering just fine. I'm wondering if the highly chlorinated, we have rural water here, so it's municipal water for the county. I'm wondering if the chlorine in there was no good, but I have no other choice. So I got what they are, RV water filters, and they can go in line with a hose, so I can put them in line with my drip irrigation. So I'll try that this year, see how they go. Trying this one for the first time this year, white Tomsil tomato, Brandywine Black from M.I. Gardner, delicious, love them. Oh, and I love these. I probably won't grow a ton because they're kind of a pain to harvest, but these are, yeah, see in my notes, very good. The red currant, and I bought these from Florette. This year she's not selling any tomato seeds. Peaceful Valley, this is the yellow pear, and it's my older son's favorite. Thank you, fishy crackers, delicious. So yellow pear, the German pink, big and delicious, love them. They're a little bit more picky. They're a little bit harder to grow. So I probably won't grow a ton of those, but yeah. So I'll grow some more of these Cherokee Purple. Last year was my first year, and again, like I said, my plants weren't super happy, so I'm gonna do some soil testing and stuff this year and see how it goes. All right, so I got some free seed in the past, these purple Russian tomatoes, and they were delicious. That's not a tomato. It's a purple Russian tomato from Baker Creek.
A pumpkin, Mama.
Oh yeah? No, not a pumpkin, tomatoes. And this is the Arkansas Traveler. I tried them last year and they were pretty good. They produced okay. Not fantastic. Speckled Roman. I really like these, and they do work really well as a paste tomato. And then I absolutely love the Martino's Roma.
I see there, Mama.
You see a deer?
Yeah.
You don't see a deer. So Martino's Roma tomato. And then M.I. Gardner, the Dr. Witchy's Yellow. Very, very good.
Yeah, Mom.
Okay, sweet pie, can I finish my video? I'm like super close to done. This is my last box of seeds here. So Dr. Witchy's Yellow, I absolutely love these. They're fairly prolific. And then another one of my favorites, Brandywine Pink. And then I saved some Sun Gold tomato seeds, and I'm going to plant them and see how they do. I don't know, we'll see. I did not cover them. I just straight up saved the seeds, so they're open pollinated. See what happens. And this is the Gardener's Sweetheart, and I absolutely fell in love with these. They're a little like, well, I guess they're technically like a little heart shape, but not really. Little cherry tomato, oh, delicious. delicious and sweet. And then another good one, and it produces very well, is the hillbilly that I really like. So yes, those are my tomatoes. They're gonna get started pretty soon. Same with the peppers. And yeah, that's it for the veggie patch and melon patch and corn patches. I guess we want to read a book. So I will come back later and show you part 3, which is all of my pumpkin and gourd seeds. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye. Thanks.